Hey everybody! What's going on? This is Tacker's Community Manager from Empires and Allies. It is Friday at 3 p.m. and that's right, it's time for another episode of Firepower Fridays, Empires and Allies Live. Got a great show for you guys today. Really some exciting news coming out. I know I've said that every show. You gotta try and keep it exciting, right? If it wasn't exciting, you wouldn't want to come back. But I do assure you today is actually bringing exciting news, stuff that you guys want to hear. I think the first thing that we're going to talk about, I'll just go over today's agenda. Definitely already been announced. But the first thing on the agenda today is going to be, we're going to talk about Tides of War. Tides of War is our first new feature coming into Empires and Allies, which we think you guys are going to like. Some of you may not. But again, it's a PvP environment, and we created this feature to level the playing field. So we're going to cover Tides of War. We're also going to cover some updates to matchmaking. We're going to, of course, go over top 5 players and alliances, and then my personal favorite, field reports, which are user-submitted replays and screenshots and all that fun stuff. So today we're running just a couple minutes late getting things set up because we have been working really hard in the studio pushing out a recent metal fix. So any of you hearing my voice right now, if you are listening on today, July 10th at 3:03 p.m. right now, get back out there and do some quick matches because we have pushed some fixes to the metal system, which I think you all should like. Not only metal, but matchmaking. So again, if you're hearing my voice right now and you were wondering about why you were only getting so many medals for so many matches, get back out there and we think we fixed it. I also mentioned Tides of War. We're going to talk about Tides of War, and I actually just got a very cool message, which I'll go into here in a little bit, but you all will be seeing Tides of War here soon. Anyway, I'm not going to cover the whole show in the intro, so everybody just hang tight, get in the chat room. I already see people populating, and I will make this promise today. If we hit, I don't know, I'm feeling pretty generous. How about 30, let's say 35, my age. 35 people in the chat room today, actively chatting. I'm going to give away extra gold. That's right, extra gold. Now I am giving away gold for some trivia and some giveaways later on, so you do not want to leave the chat room, and definitely get some headphones in if you're watching on an iDevice or whatever. But yeah, we got some good stuff coming your way, and I see some of our regulars already popping in. Hey, you regulars! Good to see you, and definitely share the stream, and more people in the chat, more chances to win gold. So everyone get share the stream, pop into your alliance chat, and tell everybody to jump on. Maybe even go into world chat and say, hey, do you want free gold? Check out twitch.tv Empires and Allies. So alright, I'm gonna continue getting set up here. I'm going to stop talking for a moment and finish getting set up. So everybody, please stop in the chat room, share, and we'll chat to you soon. Just one quick shout before we start the show. If you were affected by too many 1 medals on Quick Match, we fixed it. It is resolved. And I'm talking about less than 10 minutes, 15 minutes ago resolved. So please get back out there on Quick Match and earn those medals. I'm going to go over a little bit of matchmaking details a little bit later on the show. As a quick kind of preview to that, you will possibly see 1 medal matches, but that's only if your medal count is so high that we don't have very many people to match you up against. So we'll go over that a little bit later. But Huvenar specifically, get back out there, sir. Earn your keep on that medal count. We want to see you at the top 5 again. Alright, everybody. Again, we're watching Firepower Fridays. We're getting set up. We're going to start just a couple minutes late today. I say about another 5 minutes. And I'll go 5 minutes longer, don't worry. But please share the stream. Let's get more people in here. And remember, more people watching the stream more chances to win gold. I'm gonna give away gold. You know what? I'm gonna up the ante here. Up it. I'm gonna give away 100 gold to one person in chat if I see over 35 people chatting. That's right. All you gotta do is invite your friends. Pop in world chat. Pop in alliance chat. I do it. Mr. Katana brings up a great point where you're not allowed to paste the link in global chat. Trust me, I've dealt with this for a while. But you can type out twitch.tv/Empires and Allies. So it's pretty easy. But yeah, go ahead and everybody get on over. Get in the chat room. Have that device out. I got trivia. I got fun. I got top 5 players. I got alliances coming. I know I sound excited, but it's a big day on Empires and Allies. So please share that stream. Cursius in the house. What up, Cursius? Cursius here is going to be picking up the show afterwards. So we got a great day on Twitch. However, he'll let me know on that later, I suppose. Hey there, folks. Just a reminder, we're starting just a couple minutes late today. And I want to say it's going to be about, actually, probably 6 minutes more. So 3:15 is the official start date today. Just getting things started. Please, everybody, do your share. And get your alliance members, get your friends, get your family, get your coworkers, get your neighbor, get your dog, get your grandparents, everybody you know to watch Firepower Fridays and participate in the chat. Once we get over 35 people, I'm going to do a special gold giveaway, and if we keep on going up from that, that gold giveaway is going to get higher and higher. Just quick answering a couple things in chat while we do get ready. If you do want to share the stream here, all you got to do is tell people twitch.tv/Empires and Allies. Don't need to throw on a www. The internet is usually a little smarter than that. But please feel free and share that stream, and you know, get our friends out, get your friends in here watching the show for a chance you to win gold. I mean, hey, they could win gold too, but you never know. Yeah, I got a big bucket load of gold to give away today. I mean, like a whole bucket load here. Hear that? That was the bucket load of gold I have. My dog just looked at me very strange. Okay, so we're still getting set up, everybody. This is the pre-show, Firepower Fridays. Share that stream. Share that stream. And let's get people in the chat room and give away some free stuff today. Big show today, talking about Tides of War. Talking about matchmaking, top 5 alliances, leagues. Cool stuff, everybody. So please share that stream. Let's get everybody in the chat room as quickly as possible. To everybody who is still filing in, it is July 10th, 3:13, starting in just a couple minutes here, and you're watching Firepower Fridays. We are setting. Sorry for the delay here, folks. So we're actually setting up our first special guest. Actually, second special guest on the show. We're going to be Skyping somebody in from the studio. Really stoked for that, and it's just taking a couple seconds to get set up. Other than that, folks, it's going to be a good show today. So please share that stream. We got gold to give away. There's gold in them there Twitches. Gold in them there Twitch chats. Something like that. Alright, talk to you guys soon. Just 1 minute to go. T-minus 1 minute. Everybody, thanks so much for putting up with my delay here. We are getting a special guest to join us, which is kind of making me lag, as well as we just pushed out a great fix for some players who were having some trouble. So if you were having trouble with matchmaking, you shouldn't be anymore. Get back out there, quick match, and you should be good to go there, Commander. Get back out there and prove your dominance. For the rest of you, should be starting in just a couple minutes. Welcome to the show, everybody. It is 3:15, Friday, June 10th, 2015. I'm your host, Tackers, community manager of Empires and Allies, and we got a great, fantastic show for you all today. How are we gonna start this off? Gosh, I haven't had a guest for a while, so bringing on a guest from the studio today. He's gonna chat to us about some strategy ideas and just overall fun stuff. We're also going to be going over Tides of War. If you haven't heard about it, you will soon. Tides of War is shifting your way today. And I got some news about it. We also got some news about matchmaking, top 5 alliances, top 5 players, and of course field reports. I want to give big shouts to our friends all across the world joining us in chat. I see some people from Germany. It's like midnight over there. Big shouts to Icope. So sorry for showing this so late. Please, if you are from a different country, and maybe even speaking another language, and you're interested in getting involved, hit me up on the Twitches, hit me up on the Twitters, and we'd love to start deputizing some community members out there and getting you all involved. But I am back again, and it is Friday, Firepower Fridays. Let's go ahead and bring in... I think what we're going to go through first is we're going to bring in our guest. So give me a couple minutes to set that up. Please stay tuned, share the stream, and we've got some cool stuff coming your way. Alrighty, so yeah, our guest from the studio is getting set up, and I'm gonna go ahead and launch into my game, and we're gonna start covering some live replays, or I think we just might. Okay, yeah, our guest is getting set up with a mic right now, so I think in the meantime, let's go ahead and dive in the game. And hey, what's up? Here's my base. If you're wondering, hey, where's Tacker's base at? That certainly looks different. You are correct, and also kudos for being awesome and knowing about the history of the show. We're looking at a new account here. It's called Firepower Fridays, and I've created this account specifically for you, the listener, and the viewer, I should say. If you ever have any questions in game, and you don't, maybe just a quick question you want to shoot over, maybe you want another friend in game, whatever, I made a couple accounts. You can look for us on Firepower Fridays in game, and you can see my account and basically. Maybe even if you battle me, we can feature it here on the show. I can tell you all right now that we are actually working on a slew of new features that are going to really make the game pretty interesting. One of them, I think, that is like really my top of the list of my dream requests here is to be able to share your replays, because as you all know, I'm pretty stoked on sharing replays. But until then, I think we're just going to be taking a look at the battle logs here and there, and being able to share what we can there. Now, I do want to call out, at some point you might take a look at your battle log and take a look at your, for example, attacks. See, there's no replay button there? Well, there's a reason for that, and so don't worry, the game's not broken, nor is it like a bug or anything. This is just unfortunately something that has to do with server updates. But if we ever update the server, and if we ever basically push a server-based update, not something that you need to actually download, but something in the background, sadly it's going to wipe out replays. That's unfortunately something that we got to deal with here in a live game. We are working around it, but just in case you ever kind of was curious about why you didn't see any of your replays, that's the reason why. We can kind of go through a couple different accounts here, and I'll show you. We'll load onto my main. Let's see here. So here's my main base, if you were familiar with this one and its evolution over the years. But I'm pretty sure over here you can see same thing. No replays currently available. So again, it's just poor timing, unfortunately. But we just recently did a server update, which addressed a lot of the matchmaking issues that you guys might have been seeing. And so that took away our replays. But we still have the ability to retaliate. And I don't know. I don't like the cut of this guy's jib here, Zelaya 110U. I think I'm going to retaliate live on Firepower Fridays. Sounds good. Let's do this. Alright here, so we see a nice looking base here from Zelaya 10U. Looks like now let's kind of go over the available loot here. If I win, I get 12 medals. If I lose 13. Now why the difference, right? Well, it's all based on medal count. It's based on kind of what the game and what the designers felt is a good matchup for you. So this appears to be a pretty evenly matchup. I mean, he's going to make out a little bit more than I would if I win, or if I lose, he's going to make out a little bit more than I would if I win, right? But who cares? Let's have some fun and let's retaliate live. Alright, so Zelaya, you are our first contestant on today's live replays. Twitch plays Empires and Allies. Gotta work on that. Definitely working on that. Alright. So maybe once we eliminate all lag, I can tell you all exactly where I need to. You can tell me where I need to drop all my special attacks and such. But as you can see in the bottom left of my screen, I've gone kind of a little bit of an air-heavy attack these days. I still have some stealth tanks, which do some awesome damage and stall tactics. But I'm gonna focus on really cleaning up all this air defense that I can see. Didn't really do what I wanted to do there, but alright, let's go ahead and I'm gonna lay down my stealth tanks here. See if they can kind of sneak in and do some damage. Alright, so now they are outed. Here comes the troops, guys. Oh, this is not looking good. Those drones just got smashed up by that. That's exactly what I didn't want to have happen. So, yep, you can fail on live Twitch too, I guess. And this is, I'm going to call a failure. Yeah, I'm retreating. Okay. Kudos to you, Zelaya. And I just lost 12 medals. He gained 13. Yeah, that was a really bad example. And I'm hanging my head low. That was a fail. And I say we move into top 5 players. How about that now? Let's go ahead and start those reinforcements going, so I can redeem myself here on the show at some point. So that was embarrassing, and I am going to get so much from some of my coworkers and our guest as soon as he finds a mic. Alright, everybody, well, that was a failed attempt here. I lost some medals, but on the topic of medals, let's go ahead and jump over to one of my favorite segments. I got 3 favorite segments, and they're all the same thing. Yes, ouch times 2. I see it. Oh, and even the boss is calling me out. Oh, it's a bad day. All right. Moving on. I'm so embarrassed right now. Top 5 players. Empires and Allies Firepower Fridays. We're going to be taking a look at the top 5 players of the leaderboard today, July 10th at 3:24 p.m. As we can see here, congratulations to Mr. Apsky holding down the #1 spot, but also Malachi, LaRock PH, Delta 6, and Huvenar maintaining the top 5 of the leaderboard. So SV6, we salute you, but you haven't made the top 5 this week, and we're going to go ahead and dive into number 5, Huvenar. Dum, dum, dum. Ah, that still stung a little bit. That I don't want people to never mind. I'm not that bad at the game, I promise. Maybe I am. Okay, Huvenar holding down the number 5 spot. 40,738 medals from CNC Reborn. This is what a number 5 base on the this is what a number 5 base on the leaderboard looks like. So Huvenar from CNC Reborn, no stranger to the show. Really a pretty well laid out base design, and really we're already seeing some friendly smack talk going down in the chat room, which I love to see. I love the friendly smack talk. Keep it friendly, keep it fun and competitive. But Huvenar is out for justice, and he wants to come back and top the leaderboard again. But congratulations, Huvenar. We salute you here on Empires and Allies. Let's move on to number 4. Number 4 on the leaderboard today, Delta 6 from Navy Commander. Delta 6. I'm still getting comments about my horrible fail earlier. I apologize, but let's focus on somebody with some skill here. Delta 6 from Navy Commando. 40,753 medals, holding down the number 4 spot. Take a look at this base, y'all. This is some serious design here. We got a couple defensive units under construction, putting Delta 6 here at a little bit of a not a disadvantage, but a weak point until those upgrades complete. However, this is some solid base work here, and clearly by holding down number 4 on the leaderboard with 40,000 plus medals, Delta 6, we salute you here at Empires and Allies Live. And great work on you and your base, or you and your alliance, Navy Commando. Keep up the good work, and we hope to see you rise in the leaderboards next week. Alright, everybody, moving our way up. Number 3. Oh, wait a minute. Did you all just see that? I think I did. LaRock and Delta 6 currently are duking it out for some leaders, and Delta 6 just actually went up to number 3. Grats, right here on the show. Awesome. Unless I just tapped the wrong one earlier, but LaRock PH is number 4 right now. And here's what LaRock PH's number 4 on the leaderboard base looks like today. Congratulations, LaRock PH. I see some volatility in their alliance leader, or in the top player leaderboard. So this is getting to be a heated competition here. But here is LaRock PH with 4th place right now. Got knocked down on the show. Coming from CNC Reborn, this is 40,745 medals. Congratulations, LaRock PH. I hope I just didn't make an error there. Did they really just switch spots? I think they did. Delta 6, we saw that base. Congratulations, Delta 6. Let's move on up before more fluctuation happens. Malamakai from Navy SEALs, no stranger to the show. We've seen his or her base on the show in the past. And oh, this OMG. This is pretty awesome. Look at that. Navy SEALs right there. I'm actually going to take a screenshot of that. Bad. That's awesome. Navy SEALs, Malamakai, second place on the leaderboard right now, 40,774 medals. Awesome. And very cool, very, very cool base design. And yeah, this is pretty solid. Holding down the number 2 spot. If you want some tips on how to clear your base, I see 2 trees left on this base, and maybe some tips on some wall design, Malamakai is your guy. Congrats, Malamakai. Congratulations, holding down the number 2 slot. We salute you here on Firepower Fridays. Let's move on to the coveted number 1 spot. Number 1 on the leaderboard today, Mr. Apsky from Past the Dutchies, 4,851 medals, just right above the number 2 through 5 slot. So looks like Mr. Apsky is in a spot where a lot of people want that top billing, that top recognition. Mr. Apsky's holding it down right now with 40,851 medals. Let's take a look at what Apsky's base looks like today. This is what a top of the leaderboard base looks like. So congratulations to Mr. Apsky and all the leaderboard. Thank you for playing Empires and Allies. Thank you for supporting and being such competitors, titans in this arena here, which we call Empires and Allies. We salute you, Mr. Apsky, for holding down that number 1 spot. But let's take a look at some of these up-and-comers who we're not going to take a look at their bases. Oh, did I just see another switch? No. Okay, good. We're good. Huvnar holding up that number 5 spot, but let's look through 6 through 50 here. We're just going to give a quick little... Ooh, Too Cool. Love that name. Seeing a lot of CNC Reborn, seeing a lot of Navy SEALs, Billionaires Boys Club, have seen them on the past. But here is the top 50 players of Empires and Allies today. So congratulations, everybody. And we hope to see you all move on up and up and up as time moves on. So congratulations. This is the top player section of Firepower Fridays, Empires and Allies Live. It is July 10th, 3:31 p.m. I'm Tackers, and thanks for watching. Let's go ahead and move back into the show. Alright, folks, so very cool. Awesome. Top 5 players. I'm already seeing some chatter in the chat room here about some people feeling that maybe those top spaces aren't going to be there for long. So that's what we love to see. Get that smack talk going, keep it competitive, keep it fun, keep it upbeat, keep it friendly, and if it's bad news, if it's bad vibes, keep it out of the game. But let's move on, shall we? Let's go ahead and answer a couple questions. Let's see here. Looking in chat here, I see well, I'm still seeing a couple references to my utter failure of a live attack, and I am still very embarrassed. I want you all to know that. I hope you hope you see I hope you hear the sincerity in my voice. But I'm going to make it up for you right here on the show, and I'm going to get a win out of this game if it kills me. Let's see here. What else are we looking at here? Do we have different global chats? Excellent question, Mr. Katana, and that is correct. We do. Just imagine there's so many thousands of players out there playing the game at any given time. If we didn't break out the chats into like different sectors and different sections or whatever, it would just be non-stop wall of moving text. So we got to break it out, and yeah, having different global chats is kind of confusing at sometimes. I won't lie, because especially if I'm trying to communicate to a lot of players. Here soon, you're going to be seeing maybe some cross-room chats from us especially me on the community team. So that will help in the future. But yeah, we recommend if you do want to talk to somebody in game, we have a great inbox system that all you have to do is to start a new chat. Just first of all, your friends and your alliances are already your friends and your alliance members are already listed here. I don't want to out all my friends here player names, but you can actually see them if you tap the chat button and then this middle icon. It's the private chat option, and you can actually go in and start a chat with anybody. My name is Tackers. If you did want to test it out here, you're more than welcome to send me a message. In fact, let's have some fun, shall we? First player to send me a PM, a private message to the Firepower Fridays account, gets 100 gold. Oh, was that a contest? I think it was. Yep, that's right. Pretty sure I just dropped your first free chance at gold right here in the chat room. I hope you all are paying attention and not still making fun of my utter failure. But we are going to be giving away some gold right now. All you got to do is find me in game. Firepower Fridays is the name. And even I'll give you guys a little a tease. I'm in an alliance called Frag Out. Find me right now. Add me in game. And by the end of the show, if you have sent me a message, tell me something cool. Maybe even make fun of me for failing. I don't care. But if I see you send me a friend request in a PM, free gold. That's right. I'm giving away free gold. All you got to do is tell me hi in game. That's it. How simple is that? Pretty simple, pretty easy. I love it. All right, so that's our first giveaway. 100 gold up for grabs. All you got to do is have that game ready, have it out, have it ready to add me, Firepower Fridays, as a friend, and say hello. While you're at it, why don't you go ahead and tell all your friends to visit the stream. We still got that contest. I see 22 people in chat right now. I count only 13 people more, and I'm going to drop an extra 100 gold right here in the chat. I should probably stop dropping so much gold with all the people who are watching from the studio. They're going to yell at me. But I don't care. I'm ready to give away gold to our fans. Let's do this. So, you know what? Since I had such an utter failure on my other account, I'm going to do one more live attack right here on Firepower Fridays. But this time, I'm going in backed up. That's right. I'm bringing in some Strike Force, and I'm bringing in some friends. So, let's go ahead and pull in some of my friends here. If you don't know what I'm doing, if you're looking at your screen going, what the heck is this guy doing? You need to level up as soon as possible and unlock Strike Force. Strike Force is the way that you can actually back up and boost your troops as you take them into battle. So we're going to actually take a look here at, let's go ahead and just knock out some maps here. So this is the new account. I'm just working on Africa, so I should probably, hopefully, breeze through these based off my last attack. I will not be able to really get my cred back until I start destroying here live on Twitch. So these are just some PvE missions. Let's make it challenging here. I'm going to use only aerial units on this one since it's a little low. And here's a little pro tip. So in this day and age of the game, you definitely want to make sure that your base is ready to withstand any type of attack. So what we're going to do on today's live attack is I'm only going to use my drones here and attempt to take out this base as low level as it is, understood, but I'm only going to use my 2 sets of drones and try an all aerial attack. So first thing that you want to do, at least me, is knock out those defenses that could attack my aerial units. So under the dome, you don't know what it is, so just to be safe, knock it out. That didn't fully take it out. Hopefully that is not an aerial defensive dome. Definitely don't want that. The machine gun. But also, I think, well, I don't have any special attacks left, so I'm just going to go ahead and send in those drones. Let's go, let's go, guys. Oh, I did not mean to send in those 2 troops. That was an accident. And yeah, there we go. Alright, so this is pretty successful. I don't think this is much of a challenge, really. But it's a good example on just basic strategy. Get those defensive buildings out of the way that could possibly take out your units, right? So if you have a strategy going of, I'm going to go all air, I'm going to go all ground, Well, clearly the first thing you want to do when you attack a base is knock out those buildings that could take out the air, that could take out the only ground. Now, of course, in the game there's going to be a little bit of balance. Like if you're looking at what's under the dome, well, it could be a laser. Lasers only attack what's on the ground. It could be a machine gun. Those attack both, and so on and so forth. And if it's the disco ball, I call it the disco ball. It's an aerial defense laser. So there's just a lot of strategy that you need to keep in mind as you're moving your way up those up the campaign and up the leaderboard. But I digress. So I don't think that fully made up for my on-air fail earlier. Gonna get some troops going here and try and make up for a little bit later, maybe on the Tackers account. But I think it's a good time to move on over to our top 5 alliances. Let's go ahead and get that set up. I'm also still waiting for our in-game or our studio guest here. Unfortunately, it seems microphones are in short supply around his desk, so we're waiting on him to get set up. Also, give me a couple minutes to get the top 5 alliances segment ready, and I'll be right back, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in, and remember, we have an open contest right now. All you got to do is PM me in game, Firepower Fridays. In order to do that, you have to add me as a friend first. So I only got 50 slots. Better hurry up. All right, you guys. Talk to you soon. Woohoo! I just want to let you guys know I am seeing some friend requests pop in, and you know what? I might have to extend this out a little bit. I'm actually going to pick 3 players, 3, and drop some gold their way. All you got to do is send me a friend request and a little message in game, Firepower Fridays, and yeah, have some fun. Okay, we are getting set up right now for top 5 alliances. We got our studio guest on the way. We got Duran from the QA team. He's going to be joining us to watch some field reports and the top 5 alliances. And I'm really excited to finally have somebody else's voice on this show, and I'm sure you are too. So, yeah. Oh, to go back over to the chat, a couple of questions. Screen name. No, it's not Tackers. Don't add that one. I'm already full on that one, so it wouldn't be very fair. Firepower Fridays. Simple enough. Pretty easy to remember, right? Firepower Fridays is the name of the account you want to add in-game. And send me a friend request and then a message. I've already accepted everybody who sent me one so far. And by the end of the show, I'm going to pick a couple people and give them free gold. That is correct. Alright, everybody. Be right back. Thanks so much for hanging out. Top 5 Alliance is coming up next. Hoovenar just got your invite, buddy.
Hi, Tackers.
Let's get an audio check really quick. Everybody, we got Duran from the QA team here. Duran, welcome to the show.
How you guys doing today?
Awesome, awesome. I'm doing great. I know personally. And just before we jump into the segment, I want to make sure people can hear us in the chat room. Chat room, let us know. Can you all hear Duran from the QA team? The suspense is killing me. Right now, Duran, everybody's too busy adding me in game for free gold.
Oh, that's what's happening.
Yes.
Let me go ahead and add you. Hold on.
Oh well, you are excluded, sir. I'm sorry, you are not eligible. And I can. Yes. I'm hearing a bunch of loud and clears. Awesome. Success, Duran. Welcome. Thanks for being the second guest officially on Firepower Fridays. So I guess before we get started, why don't we, if you could just bring our listeners up to speed, who are you, and what do you contribute to Empires and Allies, aside from a headache to me?
Just a headache to you. Basically, what I do is I test the game, make sure that everything's working properly, and if it's not, then we bring it up to Neil, and we say, hey, Neil, let the public know what's going on, and we try and fix it.
Awesome. Well, I hope that Neil guy gets to work, whoever he is, and for the rest of the QA team.
Tackers.
Wow, that was a big out. Appreciate that one, buddy. So I give Duran some guff here because we are neighbors and we sit close to each other. But Duran, I do want to give you and your team some big kudos here on the show for the hard work that you all do. And although every once in a while somebody experiences something perhaps not intended, perhaps not ideal, how would you from the QA team address that kind of feeling? Like basically, like, I know the answer, but how would you kind of reply to somebody asking, how did this happen? Like, why didn't QA catch this? Now, I'm not picking on you, of course. I'm actually asking you a legitimate question. Like, what is your thoughts and process being a gamer and being on the QA team? What's your response to something like that?
Right. Well, that is a very good question, and that's something I ask myself, not ask myself, but ask other game development teams, like, how did this not get caught before it was sent out? But you have to remember that the development side, where we actually work and we basically spend all day on the game, it does function differently than the live environment. So a lot of times when we do bring it to the public, some issues do arrive. Again, there's now thousands, hundreds of thousands of people playing the game, and sometimes they might catch something that we didn't catch, or it could just be something that occurred when we brought it to the environment to everybody. So that's pretty much how that occurs.
Awesome. And being on the inside, maybe I always love to share like pro tips and secrets and stuff with our audience, especially our core audience of people who take time out of their day, like these folks here that are listening to me live. What's a pro tip? What's a secret, behind the scenes secret that you could share with our audience? Of course, nothing that's going to get either of us fired, but is there anything that you want to share with I don't know, our audience of maybe something cool coming up, maybe something that you've seen recently that you're really proud to be working on, anything like that?
Well,
I know, I love how I put you on the spot right there of what you can and can't say.
Yes. Maybe you can help me out.
I can tell you what we've announced to these lovely people so far is, of course, Tides of War. We've talked about the recent matchmaking fix, leagues, some upcoming events, and of course the new environments. So maybe some insight around any of those things would be safe to talk about.
Well, I could talk about, of course, Tides of War, because that's, again, going to be out very shortly, or I believe it's already out.
Spoiler!
Oh. And, that's going to be something interesting to see how the public reacts to that, as far as whether there's anything that we could do to, I don't know, make it more fun. Again, we're trying to make it more dynamic, so, it's more of a living game as opposed to just something stagnant.
Okay, awesome. So I guess, that's a great segue into that topic. Let's go ahead and hold off on the top 5 alliances, let them duke it out just a couple minutes longer. And let's just move into an official announcement news article. Kind of, I've been wanting to share this with you all, so let me kind of get that set up here. And here we go. What's up there? Okay, so hope everybody can see right now on your screen our official forums. That's what they look like. They are cool, and I'm on them all the time if you want to talk to me. Right there at the top, you can see introducing Tides of War. So rather than just going through the FAQ there, which I'm sure most of you could probably read yourself, let me even zoom in just a little bit, make it easier. But we got Duran from the QA team here. Duran, tell us about Tides of War and what our players are gonna see, what they're gonna experience.
Okay, well, with Tides of War, again, it's just going to be a difference in the amount of time it takes to create an actual unit. So some of the larger units, for example, we'll say stealth tanks or what do you call it? The tomahawks. They're going to be a little bit faster to produce, okay. And rangers are going to be a little bit longer to produce. So it's going to be a bit of a balancing act that we have, and hopefully it'll make people, want to try some of the ones that maybe haven't been tried, and maybe relax on the rangers a little bit and maybe throw some more tomahawks in there.
Okay. Excellent assessment. I mean, I of course have been kind of prepped by some of the development team on what to say, and that's pretty much exactly what they told me to tell our players. If you want to know more details about Tides of War, there's a thread along with the discussion over on the forums. We're looking at it right now. But I mean, the long and short of it is, this is an attempt to allow players to use the troops they want to use, not just the ones that are quickest to build. I know some people kind of don't see the difference there between, well, I want to use the ones that are quickest to build. Well, honestly, if we are trying to throw that mentality out the window and throw in more of a balanced system and a dynamic system where, hey, if everybody's using rangers that week, we're going to make them harder to obtain, so maybe players that want to use a different strategy can reap the benefits of like a shorter build time. So that wasn't a very short explanation at all, but really just basically we want people to use the best troops and not just the ones that are quickest to build. So what you're seeing on your screen right now is an example of an MOTD that you're going to see in game. I keep on using in-game terms, sorry. Message of the day pop-up is when we turn on the Tides of War, when the Tides of War shift, you're going to see a pop-up in-game very similar to this right here, which shows you, hey, on the left-hand side of the screen are the items, or the units that we've reduced the cost of, and on the right-hand side are the ones that we have increased the cost of, right? So as we can see here, and I think anybody who's familiar with the game right now can attest to, a lot of people out there are using all rangers. This is going to offset that a little bit, and we're going to see a much more varied usage of attack forces, of strategy, things like that. Going back to Duran, how is this going to affect your gameplay? What do you currently do in your own personal game that you think you're going to have to maybe change up now that the Tides of War are in place?
Well, honestly, I used to be a Rangers guy, but I might use more Tomahawks because they do have a bit more, for me, they're at least a bit more stronger, so they have better armor for me, so I can go in and destroy or lose, some of these battles that I go into.
Awesome. Now, I'm already seeing in chat a couple questions, couple concerns in regards of, like, not my rangers, don't take them away. Please check out the forum post. I mean, I'm not going to just simply read the FAQ to you guys. That'd be kind of boring, I guess. But I can summarize it to you. This is going to change every week. Every week it is going to, well, actually, that's the intended time right now, is we want to change it once a week. And remember, it's going to fluctuate based on how many people are using what, right? So you can't depend on rangers always going to be the ones that are more expensive, because, hey, in the future, let's say everybody decides to use drones next week. Everybody in the world, everybody's drones are the new hotness, right? Well, we're probably going to see the Tides of War shift to where it reflects the fact that everybody is using drones. Now, what does this mean for defense? What does this mean for your home base and actually, like, people attacking you? Duran, do you have any advice to those players who might have been basing their entire defensive strategy on maybe just the OP ranger attack? What would you say to those players?
I would say that's a very good question. I would have to say just give some of those other weapons a try.
Definitely. No, I think that's pretty much a perfect response. Really, the pro tip that I've been giving everybody since yesterday when we've announced Tides of War is stop what you're doing and start upgrading those troops that you weren't upgrading in the past. I think that's the biggest pro tip I can offer right now to the players out there is if you see an opportunity to spend some fuel on upgrading a troop that maybe you were holding off on in the past, hey, I never used the CNC factory. Did I just really say CNC factory? I never used the CNC truck. I'm not going to upgrade that. Well, now that the Tides of War are in, you might want to, good sir. And so we definitely encourage you all to get over into the research building, and upgrade all these things. I mean, as you can see on your screen right now, I have a couple of upgrades I could be doing right now on my Firepower Friday account, which I think I'm going to go ahead and get started here. A10 upgrade initiated. Okay, so awesome. That is the official announcement of Tides of War. You will, and here's the big mic drop. It is going live today. Oh, what do you know? I just got it updated. It is going live today. You're going to be seeing the Tides of War message pop up in your game very, very soon. So everybody out there, look out for the Tides of War shift. If you have any questions or feedback, pop over to the forums and check out that Tides of War FAQ thread. And if you have any problems, questions, ideas, that's where it goes. Definitely address your feedback there. So, alright, Tides of War is in. I got some upgrades going to some troops, or to some A10s on my account. Hey, Duran, how are you feeling about going over the top 5 alliances with me?
I'd be more than happy to.
Awesome. Awesome.
And one thing I just wanted to add, too, is that me and Tackers do work very closely. So if he has an issue that comes up, we're very quick. Again, we sit right next to each other, so we do work very closely.
Yes, no, that will also give some color behind why I'm why I talk so much smack to Duran here. But no, I work very close with the QA team, and I can assure you they're working very hard every day. So you guys do a great job. Thank you for your help.
Thanks.
And also, those of you who have submitted tickets and you get the response of we're looking into it and we'll get back with you, Duran's the guy it goes to, so you can blame him.
Yes.
I see some awesome chatter in the chat room. You all stay there in the chat room. I want to address it, but we're going to address it after the top 5 alliances section, which we're starting now. Top 5 alliances. It is 3:57 on July 10th, 2015, and we're taking a look at the top 5 alliances of the leaderboard in Empires and Allies today. So it does look like Navy SEALs is killing it with a over 1 million medal count. We're going to get to them here in a second, but let's also give credit to CNC Reborn, Rise Evil Warlords, China, and Orient Finest, all alliances we have seen in the past. No new faces here, but let's take a look at Orient Finest, number 5. How's your alliance doing, Duran?
We're probably like in 1,000th place so far, but we're getting up there.
Did you want to out your alliance name on the show, or
maybe next time?
Maybe next time. All right. First off, we're taking a look at Orient Finest. This is the number 5 alliance on Empires and Allies today. They have 41 members. They require 10,000 medals to join in an HQ level of 15. So that is my definition of in it to win it. What do you think, Duran? Hello? I think we lost Duran there. We lost him.
Oh no, sorry, I'm here.
Oh, anyway, he's probably having to work at the same time. Sorry about that. If you do need to leave at any time, feel free and let us know. But
okay.
We love having you on the show. But Orient Finest, here is their leaderboard, or I'm sorry, they're number 5 in the leaderboard right now. Let's take a look at the number 1 base of their alliance. I don't want to attempt his name here. AS00075. It's probably something that I'm not saying correct. Are you seeing anything, Duran? Aso Swig? No.
No, I'm not.
I need to up my Leet Speak game. But here we go. What do you think? This is pretty solid base design. See anything you want to comment on there?
No, I do like the walls. It's a nice design. I'm not sure it's exactly helps defense, but it does look nice.
Awesome. Yeah. Kudos to Orient Fightus holding down the number 5 spot. Let's jump back over to leaderboard and take a look at number 4, which is China. China's holding down the number 4 spot of top alliances with 47 members, 8,000 medal count to walk in the door, HQ level of 1, and I certainly hope that statement is TV friendly because I don't know what it says. Taking a look at the number 1 player in China's alliance. Solid single, base wall around with some defensive units inside. I want to say this is pretty, if I could call this like on par with what I see a lot of the top bases look like. I would kind of call it that. What do you think, Duran? Do you see like anything that you want to call out here?
Yeah, no, it looks pretty solid. I mean, you got the 2 metal range in there, so no, I personally like it.
Nice. Yeah, this is definitely leading the charge of their alliance to hold down, maintain that number 4 spot. Congratulations to the China Alliance. We salute you. And when I say we, I actually mean you and I, Duran. Isn't that awesome?
Oh, thank you. Yes.
I speak on behalf of you now.
You know, something I do see a lot of trees around there.
Oh yeah.
Maybe part of
Yes.
his strategy.
Yeah, a lot of people. I mean, I'm not going to dive back in because I'm already past. But yeah, the tree strategy is something a lot of different players differ on. Whether they keep their trees to hide maybe some metal rain or some artillery behind it, or they just you know get rid of them all and reap up that gold benefit that it offers. Trees do grow back for those wondering. So we can tell players out there that if you clear some trees, don't worry, they'll come back. You just need to leave space for them to do so. They won't necessarily grow right back there. Is that pretty accurate to what you're familiar with, Duran?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. And remember, please feel free to jump in with any pro tips. Hashtag Duran pro tip at any time. Number 3, Rise Evil Warlords. This is a 10,000 required medal count. HQ level 12. 50 people in the alliance, so they are full up. No more invites welcome. And it looks like Beth 092444 is leading the charge there. Let's take a look at Beth 092444's base. And yep, there it is again. Pretty wide open interior with some upgraded rail guns. Looks like they chose rail guns over the metal rain for the interior. Do you see any benefit or pros and cons there?
I don't know. I personally like the metal rain. I've always liked the metal rain, but I guess railgun would work too. I don't see a reason not to try it.
Well, it definitely is working out for Betho294444 from Rising Warlords with a 40,000 medal count, 40,050 medal count, and leading their alliance Rise Evil Warlords to the number 3 spot on the leaderboard. So congratulations, Rise Evil Warlords. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2, CNC Reborn. No stranger to the show or controversy. CNC Reborn is holding down the number 2 spot of the leaderboards today. Let's take a look inside CNC Reborn. So, formerly Command and Conquer, be active, help each other, let's rise as one, all are united. We actually do have some of CNC Reborn, some of the Alliance in the chat room today, so I encourage you all to say hello over to Huvenar, who's currently leading the charge right now with 40,751 medals, leading his alliance to the number 2 spot right now. Now, CNC Reborn has been sitting at the top in the past. They've gone up and down, and I do predict seeing them take over that top spot again here in the future if they have their way. But let's take a look again at Huvenar's base. Have you run into CNC Reborn at any time in your PvP efforts there, Duran?
Not yet, but I heard they're a force to be reckoned with, so
I would
try
agree.
to stay away.
I try to stay away. Huvenar, we've seen your base before, so it's no stranger to the show, but if you are not, if you're just joining us, this is what a top alliance top alliance on the leaderboard. Number one player bases look like. That's a long description, but Hoovenar, congratulations. We salute you. Keep it up, and let's get that CNC Reborn back to the top. If you can manage taking out some serious competition, which is Navy SEALs. So holding down the number one spot of the leaderboard today, Navy SEALs with an outstanding. Let's just go back and do this medal count again. 1,111,503 medals. I'm pretty sure the highest we've seen a medal count get so far. And just the dominance over CNC Reborn is kind of staggering there. So thoughts on that there, Duran?
No, it's astonishing to see how many medals they got over, week to week period.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, kudos to Navy SEALs for sure. As you guys can see, they've actually broken out into now 3 iterations of Navy SEALs. They have a 2 and a 3 if you're looking to join a very well organized alliance. But kudos to Navy SEALs holding down that number one spot. I'm actually going to show off Mally Mackay's base here again. We have seen his base in the past, but I think it's very fitting with the Navy SEALs wall design up there. Did you catch that?
Yes.
That's awesome. Hashtag awesome Navy SEALs. And I've said this horrible joke a million times, but excellent 80s movie starring Charlie Sheen. But yeah, this is what a number one alliance player leader, whatever. This is what his base looks like. And Navy SEALs, we salute you for holding down that number one spot. And all of you alliances out there looking to knock them out of the first place, you got your work cut out for you. So definitely congratulations to those top 5 alliances. Canada Elite, so close, but yet so far. You did not make the top 5 this week, so we're not going to take a look inside your alliance, but we are going to scroll through the top alliances, and I'm going to pray nobody decide to be a jerk with their alliance name. But yeah, here we go. And you said you guys are number 1,000 right now, Duran?
Yes, we're somewhere in there. A lot of times I'll pop in and out of certain alliances just to see what's going on.
Oh, okay.
So,
nice.
Just to say hi.
So you're the infiltrator.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I'm very friendly. So.
A spy. Well, I mean, if you're popping in and out, maybe stealing strategy, I will take note of that for my alliance and not let you in. Just kidding. Everybody, Thanks. That's going to do it for our top alliances. It is July 10th, 2015, 4:06 p.m. This is Tacker's Community Manager, and I'm here with Duran from the QA team, special guest. And we salute you. Thank you so much for watching, and get back out there and compete. And hopefully we'll see your alliance in the top 50 next week. All right, awesome. That's going to do it for that segment. How you doing, Duran? Is our bosses sweating you? Do you got to go?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got to get going.
All right, well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. And everybody out there, did you want to share your in-game name and have people add you as a friend? Don't want to out you?
It's actually my full real name, so I'd rather not do it yet.
Got it. Okay, well, let's work on getting that renamed for you.
I'll send in a ticket for it.
Please don't send in a ticket. You sit across the street, across the desk from me. Duran, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much, and you're definitely going to be a recurring guest here. I hope everybody in the chat room enjoyed your presence here. Get back to work, we all have to say.
All right, thank you, Tackers.
Thank you, buddy. See you later.
Bye.
All right, I'm going to say that was fun. So, everybody, thank you very much for putting up with some rambling there between Duran from the QA team and myself. But yes, the QA team works very hard. Really, really excited to see their contribution and involvement in the show. And this is nothing. I got more and more coming. I hope all of those lurkers out there who are listening to my voice while they should be working want to join us next week. I'm just kidding. No, I'm totally kidding. In fact, one day I'm putting it out there. M. Skaggs, we want you as a guest. I'm calling it out, dropping the hammer. That was a hammer that just dropped. We want Mark Skaggs as a guest of the show. It's going to happen. I'm going to make it happen. Let's do this. Oh, and what do you know? Perfect timing. I'm actually going to close my app and reopen it because I have a feeling we're going to be seeing something pretty cool right now. Let's see here. Live TV, folks. Let's make this happen. All right, so live Twitch, I should say. So I am playing a normal game Welcome back, Tackers. Playing the same game you all are seeing, and what do you know? I logged into game, and Tides of War message of the day pops up. This is what we were referring to earlier when we announced it, but this is the new feature, Tides of War, that has just dropped right now live onto the world. So if you are watching my voice, or if you're watching the stream, hearing my voice live, pull out your device, get moving, and let's start making those Tides of War shift back and forth. Let's remind ourselves that this is a reflection of global player usage. So what we see on the right is everybody's using Rangers, and not very many people are using the rest of the units. So what we're going to do to make that shift is maybe level those playing fields a little bit. Is Rangers have just gone up in time 30%, and the units on the left are going down in 30% in time. So this is huge. This is new, and really, really excited to announce this. This may sting. Let's just admit it. Let's get in front of that problem. You don't need to submit a ticket for this, nor do you need to complain on the forums. We know it's going to sting a little bit. If you are the type of player that uses one type of strategy, one type of attack the entire time, we might have thrown a little bit of a wrench in your plans, but we do have confidence in the fact that you might like it if you give it a shot. Those of you out there, I've dropped a couple pro tips in the past 24 hours since we've announced the Tides of War, and I do hope that you have listened. Get moving on those. Upgrades to units that maybe you weren't using in the past, right? Because now that the Tides of War are active and have shifted, you are going to see those costs come out into building your troops, right? So let's go ahead and just I think I'm going to come back to this and let my other account still rebuild. I can do another attack there live, and then we're actually going to see the Tides of War in effect live on the show. So there it is, boom. Another hammer dropped. I need a better soundboard because I'm just hitting my desk often. But the Tides of War are now officially live. Boom. All right, and Tides of War live. Let's move back over to the chat room, answer some questions, some Q&A. Let's see here. Scrolling up, there's a lot of chatter in the chat room. Love it. Just so you know, if I happen to miss your comment, don't worry, I will review them after the show. And I have not forgot about our free gold giveaway. If you have not yet done so, add me in game, Firepower Fridays, and we're a chance to win some free gold right here on the show. It's gonna happen. I can tell you, I've already seen some PMs come in from iCope, No Limits, Hoovenar, Jerry Field, Silva, and more. So I'm pretty excited here to continue adding friends, and maybe I'm actually going to call on our friend Duran to pick a random player. Yes, I hope he's still listening, but we're going to actually call him to pick three random players who went through and added me as a friend and messaged me before the end of the show. So still looking forward to that. Moving on to some chat about let's see here. Does Tides of War also influence the cost of troops for new players? That would be a little unfair. Yes, it does. Unfair? Not sure if I fully sign off on that, but then again, I'm coming from a little bit more educated point of view from the fact that I've talked to this at great lengths about the people who designed the feature. So, Tides of War, it's intended to be a tad of a sting, right? When you get a shot at the doctors, yeah, it hurts a little bit, but the medicine that you get, it's usually a good thing. That's what we're trying to go for here. We're trying to bring players' best strategies forward, rather than what's the quickest to turn around and train. So the tides are going to affect the global economy, and everyone is going to be affected. So no matter your medal count, HQ, or time spent in game, everybody contributes to the Tides of War. So again, if you're using lower level units that used to, lower time, lower speed build units, we call them fast building troops, those are probably going to take a little bit longer to build as you level them up higher and higher. Now, to answer your question in chat, is this going to influence the cost of troops for new players? Well, the rules set up behind this are actually going to resolve that. So here, let me actually flip over to this screen here. And just going back over to the Tides of War FAQ, yes, it's going to affect everybody, but the level of how much it affects is based on that player's upgraded troops. So if you're just starting out, those times are going to be pretty short and not noticeable, right? The more and more you upgrade them is the more and more you're going to start seeing those Tides of War shifting and adjusting the game. So I hope that addresses your question. Please let me know if not. Let's see here. What computer language would you recommend learning to make apps and video game development? Trying to get back into coding. CH6692. Excellent question. Honestly, I'm a community manager. I deal with Facebook, Twitter, and social stuff. I'm not the one to answer. We got some very knowledgeable people in the chat. Hopefully somebody can get that answered for you. I can tell you this game is made in Unity. I don't know if that helps. There you go. Let's moving forward. Biff Ramrod. Tough to go back to upgrading other forces. I hear you. I hear you. Don't know really what more I can say other than we fully understand the pain point that you're about to endure in regards of shifting up how you used to play. Again, this is intended. This is the intended reaction. This is the intended response that we get. Give it a shot, folks. That's all I can say. I mean, if you're willing to listen to my annoying voice for over an hour every Friday, hopefully you're willing to play a game a little bit longer that you put some time and effort into, and give us a chance to win you over with some exciting changes, basically. So again, Tides of War, they are live. They will make some troops more expensive. They will make some troops less expensive. I say expensive, but time to build. So time is the money here, and sometimes you're going to see those times jump up and down. So that's it. Please, if you have feedback, if you have something that you don't just want to drop in chat and maybe have it go away and not be addressed, head over to our forums, zingaplayerforums.com, and tell us how this affects you. We're not going to drop the hammer and walk away. We are listening to your feedback. We're adjusting things as needed, as applicable. If you bring up a valid point, I'm going to get somebody's eyes on it, and it's going to be taken into consideration. So Biff Ramrod, please get us your feedback over on the forums. Please be as detailed as you like there, and examples work, screenshots work, all that kind of stuff. Experience a huge metal decrease while you get your butt kicked and you upgrade everything. Yeah, that's a possibility here, sir. Let's remember that all things that are put into the game are intended to increase balance, increase retention. When I say retention, hey, we want you to come back and play. We want you to want to come back and play. So those are the attempts that we put in the game. Some players are asking about why HQ levels might require HQ levels and unlocks versus HQ or XP levels and all that such. Any sort of change put into the game, whether it's kind of a tuning made behind the scenes, whether it's a big drastic update that we change and put in the what's new, is all put in efforts to make the game more stable, make the game a level playing field, and keep people wanting to come back. If you particularly feel that, hey, you all did something to me that makes me not want to come back, well, I want to hear about it over on zingaplayerforums.com, so please take some time, drop your feedback there, and we're listening. Let's see here. Rangers could come back to being overly effective in the next couple of weeks. Kali Gold Rush. Yes, this is very accurate. Any unit can sway and fluctuate with the Tides of War. So, I mean, plain and simple, that's how it's going to work going forward. You will not know what this week's Tide of War is going to bring. So that's why we are going to keep the forums updated. When you log in to the game, you will know if the Tides of War have shifted by our MOTD, by the message of the day that pops up, just like we saw in my own game today with the Tide of War messaging. So you're going to know what's going on. Let's see here. Just a quick note, I'm going to address comments on the air that are upbeat and maybe not swayed in I don't know, just negativity. So keep your comments upbeat, keep your questions legitimate and accurate. I'll be happy to address them live on air. If you have maybe feedback that you don't have a way of making it upbeat or courteous and you just want to rant and complain at me, hey, I got a space for you to do that too. It's ZyngaPlayerForums.com. Head on over and yell at me all you like, yell at the game team. We're here to listen. Just all I ask is to keep it clean. However, if you want your question answered live on the air, please feel free and drop in chat, and I'll be happy to answer what I can. Let's say here, moved into reset the top slots. They benefited from early game structure from Biff Ramrod. Biff Ramrod, by the way, I love your contribution. I watch you in chat. You don't think that I do, but I do. And I love you and your Alliance's contribution to the game. And so, hey, I'm going to recognize your feedback here on the show. Reset the top slots. No, I'm anti that, and I'll tell you why. Those top slots people don't want to be reset. The people at the bottom want them to. So what do we do there? What would you do? Well, I assure you, you wouldn't want to just simply reset the top slots. But what you would want to do is update your leaderboard system, which is coming. So everybody, I'm really actually glad that you mentioned this, Biff Ramrod, because updates are a-coming. We have leagues, we have Alliance leaderboard, I'm sorry, I almost said something bad. We have leagues, we have leaderboard updates. We got cool stuff coming into the game, which we think are going to offset your thought of we need to reset the top slots. If we were not ever going to upgrade the leaderboard, change things, maybe one day have an alliance be able to battle another alliance, we would probably reset the top slots, right? But since we have all those things coming up, yes, I said all those things, and yes, I said coming up, and I think I just put my foot in my mouth, because, no, I'm just kidding. All those things are coming, folks. PvP, leaderboard alliance, leaderboard upgrades, leagues, all that kind of stuff is coming. So, promise, 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 it will all make sense at the end of the day. You can only really work a game team too hard. And also, like, another just kind of broad statement that I'd love to offer is just my insight here. I know I don't offer much as a community manager, but you don't want to shove too much in the game at once. You want to kind of trickle features in. You want to trickle fixes in, because if you fix too much, if you put in too much, there's more of an opportunity for things to break. So please, those of you with game expertise and knowledge, and clearly you know more than us, please, jobs@zynga.com, definitely apply. If you not interested in working, the forums, definitely we appreciate your forum ideas, suggestions. We take them very seriously. We know a lot of people are experienced gamers. We want to know what you think. We're trying to make the game that you want to play. Moving down. Yeah, you know what? Again, I am seeing a lot of comments in the chat room. And I think Mr. Katana 10 sums it up the best. Haters gonna hate. Yeah, haters gonna hate. I'm sorry, folks. Tides of War is intended to shake the game up a little bit, and I do apologize if you're unhappy with the changes. ZyngaPlayerForums.com. That's where you want to go to let us know about it. Ranting in the chat room won't help. Moving on down. Let's see here. Tournament features, and let's see, you're trying to pick out some comments here. Alright, here I'm actually going to drop, Oh, and it looks like we are, yeah, got some really interesting comments here. Very interesting. I'm gonna say this out loud. I wonder if trolls really think their tactics work to people in my world who deal with trolls on a daily basis. So I'm just kind of curious if they ever really think that that is a good plan, is to go into Twitch and troll and try and stir up stuff. Arrgh! It's Friday. I just don't care. Let's move on up, and let's actually just move off this topic, guys. Tides of War is live. Some of you are gonna like it, some of you aren't. I hope the majority of you like it. And later on, when you start seeing something other than all Rangers coming in and destroying your base every week, hopefully you come back and say, yeah, we like it. But again, singleplayerforums.com, all feedback goes there. We are moving on. I am going to now move on to field reports. Field reports is one of my favorite topics of the show. It is where we go over to our trusty YouTube channel and pick out some of our favorite uploaded videos that we have stumbled on over the days. So, as you can see on your screen now, I am on the official YouTube channel. Let's go ahead and scroll down to, let's see here, last week we looked at PvP. So I think this week we're actually going to look at a couple of PvE. So basically the PvE is campaign world map. Basically all it is you against the computer. And these are going to be bases that really players can't design, right? Like maybe you're going to see like we'll see them in this segment, but the difference of the reason why I broke them out between campaign and PvP is campaign, like a lot of players I've seen tweet out, how do I beat boss fight Adamrad? How do I beat the boss fight the Punisher? Well, we got folks like 999 Gaming and other cool folks on YouTube who are documenting how their experiences with the boss and maybe some strategy and tactics around that. So this is where I call those out. Looking forward to it. Alright, one moment. Just 1 second. Running into a technical problem. Oh my god, thank you so much for waiting. Field reports is coming right up, and I'm going to be dropping a huge allotment of cash on the chat room here soon. Thanks so much. Alright folks, so sorry about the delay there, just moving back in. Fortunately I had a quick problem I had to resolve, but got it resolved, and I am very proud to move back over to my favorite segment, which is Field Reports! That's right, Field Reports is again uploaded videos and screenshots that you all have submitted on YouTube, Twitter, all that kind of fun stuff. So, really excited to share these with you. I'm actually going to skip the one I made, of course. And let's go ahead and start off with one of my favorite YouTubes out there, 999 Gaming. Really love what they put into what they put in their videos. Let's see if I can. There we go.
Allies, in this video, I am going to take my undefeated service record of 44-0 with 132 stars earned into battle versus Mikhail Volkov the Wolf. You saw my beginning invasion into Eastern Europe, and I've completely cleared Eastern Europe, and the next one in line is the Wolf. So we will go in and scout his base, see what we're up against. I got my strike force ready to go, my troops are beefed up, so it should be a pretty good boss battle. Alright, from the satellite feed, we've got some walled structures down at the bottom with a Patriot missile. And over on the right side, we've got just some supplies, some factories there, and a Patriot missile as well. And then, right at the main base, we've also got another Patriot missile. So we got 3 Patriot missiles spread out. This is not going to be ideal for my drones. So we're going to start out with 12 command points, and we got to figure out the best way to build more command points so we can do more damage pre-war. The Wolf welcomed me to the den. Gracias. Alright, so we're going to start over on the right side because it looks like there's more structures grouped together. So I'm just hoping to do a lot of splash damage here and build up some more command points. Start with the orbital strike cannon. Make sure we definitely take out the Patriot defense. We did built it up a little bit. Try to drop some A-10s. That was not very powerful. Pretty much just wasted 3 command points there. Alright, well, since I have to start war down at the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and hit this Patriot missile with a Hellfire. And we're just going to go ahead and drop the troops. And I'm going to go ahead and speed boost these guys and heal them. Because we took a little bit of damage there. Now that they're going to split up, it's just a matter of where they split up to. Alright. We're right in the heat of the battle over on the west side. So we built up quite a bit of command points here, but I'm going to try to go and drop an orbital strike, see what we can do, but our drones are spread out, they're all over the place. So I want to reel this stuff back in. I'm going to go ahead and drop a flare, since we have lost several of the drones, and just kind of wheel them back in. So I dropped a flare right over the base here. Regather all my troops, that way I can get a little bit of speed. There we go. Okay, the speed actually helped out a little bit. Got me a few more command points, and now I think we're in pretty good shape. Defenses are pretty much taken down, and we've got enough troops left to finish this well before we take any more damage. Alright, up to about 80%, and now I just got a lot of command points, so this is pretty easy. We can just finish this up. So 100%, the Wolf has been defeated. So that wasn't too terribly bad. 3-star attack, I'll take it. And let's see what the damage was. Not terrible. We lost a few more drones than I'd hoped, but that was some of the confusion in the beginning. The spoils of war will definitely not pay for the troops that I lost, maybe about half, but at least we cleared that boss, and we did keep our undefeated record, 45-0. So, hey, thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate all the support. Please subscribe below. We're going to do some more videos, as well as there's another game that's really, really cool.
Alright, I think I should stop it right before he gets into promoting a different game, but I do encourage everybody out there to go check out 999 Gaming's YouTube channel. No matter what games they're covering, I encourage them, but of course, Empires and Allies are the good ones you want to follow. I apologize to everybody out there for the sound quality on that last one. That was actually, I think, a combination of yes, Game Hunter, I have a lot of tabs open, and welcome to my job of managing every single web page that we own. So, I'm trying, let me close all these bad boys out. There we go. Now, Game Hunter hopefully is, yes, okay, curse, yes, I had 17 tabs open. Whatever. Anyway, folks, I'm just having some fun with some of my favorite YouTubers. You guys, thanks so much. I am about to award some winners to the Friend Firepower Friday account contest. So I got 300 gold going out for that. And let's move on to another YouTube field report. And let's see here. I think for this one, we're going to switch it up a little bit, and I'm going to call out, let's see here, I'm seeing another one of our, God, 99 Gaming really just does have a lot of awesome videos in here. Let's see here. Specifically for campaign, I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to call out one of our YouTubers, Dr. Android. I'm seeing a lot of videos coming out from Dr. Android. Definitely loving the support there. Let's go ahead and see what Dr. Android's Boss Victory Orbital Strike looks like. He's playing on an NVIDIA Shield tablet. I'm basing all this off the off the title of the video, but here you go. Alright, Dr. Android doesn't narrate, so I'm going to try my best here. It looks like Dr. Android is going up against Major General Olivia Anderson. Weirdly enough, looks like a girl I dated in high school, but that's very off topic. This probably you've gone very far, but okay.
on its way.
We see a live YouTube replay right here. This is an upload from Dr. Android. I'm actually going to cut the quality down just a little bit, see if I can get better streaming. But there we go. Working their way up from the south. This is a boss battle in which seems like we know it's a victory already, but let's see the strategy that they take in. Now, it looks like he's breaking off into two different groups here of ground units. The right one seems to be a little bit more overpowered than the left one, but the left one has tanks. Worked on that laser, which was doing some damage to him, and looks like that artillery is still working on the right-hand side. So A10 weakened the artillery. Didn't take it out, though. Now it looks like he's taking some storage. Okay, so now it actually looks like it's swinging a little bit more in favor with him. Putting down the orbital strike right now. Ooh, that seemed to be a very upgraded orbital strike. But yeah, looks like we see applying some A10s, and yeah, this seems to be pretty over. It looked a little hairy in the beginning, but Dr. Android came back with a vengeance, and it's just doing some cleanup duty now. We see, oh, look at that! Sneaky Major General Olivia Anderson with some artillery cleverly hidden behind an alliance building. Kind of sneaky there. folks out there, so sorry for the quality today. If you're seeing some choppiness, that is it's probably me. Probably the fact that I'm uploading and downloading at the same time. I apologize for that, but kudos to Dr. Android. Thank you for an awesome replay. And let's go ahead and now take a look at another one. I'm gonna call out. I'm gonna have to give it up again. Just 999 Gaming, some excellent uploads. But the reason why we're seeing so much of their videos today is we're focusing on campaign field reports today. So that is world map replays of, you know, how you beat the world bosses, how you beat this certain map and things like that. So ideally next week we'll mix it up and I'll work on getting the quality up a little bit for you guys. But let's now take a look at 999 Gaming taking a 3-star against Malaysia. Let's do this.
Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 999 Gaming. I wanted to post a video for Empires and Allies. In this video, I am going to invade Malaysia, and some real interesting facts about Malaysia. They got a lot of tigers. They got the world's biggest plant. A lot of caves, a lot of mountains, diving spot. Looks like they got everything in Malaysia.
Okay, let's just throw this out there. I'm pausing, by the way. 999 Gaming not only educates you via awesome video replays and with awesome you know, voiceover and explaining a bit. Did you just hear that? They drop knowledge on you as well. I did not know about Malaysia and the tigers and all that such. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. Here you go.
One thing they have in this particular base is it's a mess. This is a real difficult raid for the ground troops that I've recently switched over to. I really wished I would have came in with some drones on this one, and you'll see why. I'll set this up. I'm going to start with the orbital strike cannon, and just everything is kind of surrounded. So you got the dome defenses, you got some of the artillery, you got infantry troops walking around. So regardless of where I put down my troops, I'm just going to be spread out all over the place. One thing to keep in mind when you do these raids, it's not as much about the country as it is the title of the raid, and this is called Hot LZ. So keep this in mind if you do see this particular layout, to probably go in with air, because if you go in with air, you got 3 Patriot missiles in the middle there. You could take those out with orbital strike or a couple A-10s and be kind of home free. So you can see I've taken out a few of these structures on the inside. I dropped my troops, and what I'm trying to do here, unsuccessfully, is drop the troops, move over to the left, take out the tower, restack the troops, and just kind of go in as a complete unit. But you can see I've got majority of my troops over on the left, and then some go north, some go right. And my fear here is I keep trying to stack them, that I'm pulling them away, and they pretty much just get shot in the back. So they're spread out, and there's just going to be some casualties up there. So I'm really going to focus mostly on the ones that I have left on the left side that are sort of coming in. And now I've got lasers shooting at them. I've healed them a couple times, and I'm just going to rush in and try to take these these 2 lasers down as quick as possible. But here again, I'm just sloppy with the stacking because the troops got split up once again. And you get down to the bottom. So my focus at this point has really been, with the top, and you can see down at the bottom there's still 1 tower, and he's just pinging these guys off like left and right. And then I got 4 that branch over by themselves and take on a tower. They do get the tower down, but yeah, there's only 1 of them left by the time they get the tower down, and then they go north again, and we got 1 additional tower. So you can see in the bottom left corner, the 34406, you can just see just complete annihilation so far with my troops. And I look down at the bottom, and lo and behold, I do have a missile I can shoot, or a Hellfire missile that I can shoot, take down that fixture, and at least leave that 1 little guy down there shooting by himself. Over in the right corner, I got another 1 person over here just shooting by himself. And now here comes the cavalry, the last 12, 13 troops I have to come over. And luckily I do have enough to finish this map. but it definitely did not pay the rent in order to replace these troops. And I'm just going to speed this up a little bit. Get the headquarters down. And as you can see with these raids, you know, not all of them are going to be in these videos. We're going to go in and just smoke through everything. So I want to show you a little bit of the good and the bad, and this is definitely on the leaning more toward the bad. But use this as a good guide, a good roadmap of what not to do. I mean, I guess you could do it and end up with the same result. But I would strongly recommend when you go into this map, if it is Malaysia, when you take it over, is going with some air troops, because it seemed a little bit easier to take that. So thanks for watching. Subscribe below and look for some more countries I'm going to take over, and also some upcoming boss.
All right, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call field reports for July 10th. Next week, I'm going to work on cleaning that segment up a little bit. I tried something new today, which is I was playing it directly off YouTube. I've been trying to incorporate as much of the user's details, like the title and their YouTube name and everything. I'm trying to give them as much credit as possible, but it seems like trying to play it right off of YouTube might actually result in stutter and lag or whatnot. So I apologize for that confusion, but really stoked to say thank you to everybody who watched the show today, and it is now time to make it rain. That is correct. It is time to make it rain here on Empires and Allies Firepower Fridays. That's a pretty exciting day, of course, because we got that that thing called the thing called Tides of War went live today, and really excited to see how that pans out and everything. So I want to go ahead and announce the winners of our contest today. Now, basically all you had to do to win your allotment of 100 gold today is send me a friend request in game. 100. Cursius, I saw you with your 100 tabs open and I said the wrong thing. All you had to do is send me a friend request, and then follow it up with sending me a message. Right? Easy enough. Easy. And I'm going to go ahead and choose a few of those winners. Let's see here. Now, here is who have... I'm just going to go ahead and pick the top 3. Are we ready? No Limits 80, Jerry Fields, and Kaleidoscope. You are the 3 winners of 100 free gold. Dun 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 dun. In Empires and Allies. Congratulations and thank you for tuning in, watching, putting up with my annoying voice, and above all, for supporting Empires and Allies and being a fan and a commander. We are going to be here every Friday, and more opportunities to win gold every time. So again, congratulations to No Limits 80, Jerry Fields, and Kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope calling all the way from Australia. Awesome, by the way. I think I should ask that next time. Is you gotta tell me where you're coming from, because that's cool. But again, congratulations, you 3, Kaleidoscope, No Limits 80, and Jerry Fields. You are the winner today on Empires and Allies, 100 gold each. This is Tackers. I'm the community manager, and I am officially out of here. So get back out there, commanders. Tides of War is live, and get out there and shift those tides for next week. And we'll be right here to report on the changes on Firepower Fridays. Everybody, thanks so much. I'm going to go ahead and end the show now. Please feel free and free in chat. Say hello to if you have any questions that you didn't answer or anything like that. But don't turn off Twitch just yet, because I got a real special announcement. Today we're actually going to officially hand off the stream to my buddy Cursius. That's right. Cursius, I want to say the first Empires and Allies streamer next to me. I beat you. Sorry, buddy. But the first streamer we actually started noticing often, approached him. He's awesome, which makes it very easy to support him because he's upbeat. He knows how to keep his audience happy and active. And let's just go ahead and say it. Dude knows how to play Empires and Allies. So I officially go ahead and sign off on everybody. Let's hand it over to Cursius with his Twitch stream, which is twitch.tv/Cursius. You can see him right up there. He's smiling. He can hear me talking. That's right, buddy. I'm talking about you. That's right. I should probably unmute so we can hear him. Okay, everybody. I'm going to leave this stream up for about 5 minutes to let the chat kind of die out. But get over to Cursius' channel to support him and get him his likes. And other than that, it's been a pleasure, everybody. Thanks so much. This is Tackers, and I'm out. You can talk now, Cursius. It's all you, bud.
No. Hey, what's up? And I need to close some windows here. Sorry. Just in the way here. But yeah, Tackers, if you're kind of watching there, the tanks kind of went up in training cost when they should be down. Just a thought, because they were a minute a piece. and now they're like 3 minutes apiece. Although they got it right for the rest. Stealth tanks, tomahawks, and all those are down in cost. And what about these? These go down in cost? Oh. Shit. No. Wait a minute. Did those go up? Yeah, attack drones went up in cost. These were 30 seconds a piece to a train. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. Tackers, tell your people to check their math. Their math is a little bit off. I mean, unless of course these were intended balances, which in case okay, but otherwise,
otherwise, yeah. Which, yeah, if you've noticed, I've you know, I shaved off all my trees, not just for the gold, but because I am actually going to start a